Welcome to Cap and Cork's Finishing School, where we teach you to drink what you love and love what you drink.
Welcome to Cap and Cork's Finishing School. I'm Rachel. I'm the student and the host for the Finishing School program. Each week I bring you one of our Cap and Cork experts, and they just step up to the bar with me and share their knowledge and expertise. This week we don't have one of our managers, but we do have one of our tried and true experts in the rosé field. So Sam, can you tell us a little bit about your role with Cap and Cork and what you do for your organization?
I'm a district manager for Republic National Distributing Company, and my job primarily is to sell wine. So I sell a lot of wine to Cap and Cork, as you might expect, and rosé being one of those wines. We do a lot of rosé business with Cap and Cork, so it's that time of year to drink rosé.
Yeah.
And business is good.
Hey, we like that. We like that. So tell us a little more about the rosé category.
It's kind of come into fashion, more fashion, I guess, recently. In wine business, there's always trends.
Yeah.
This is trendy. Rosé's been around forever. There's probably a stigma attached to it 15 years ago when you saw a white Zinfandel.
Okay.
It's the more popular rosé style. So as that wine has kind of lost its popularity, it's still out there. There's nothing wrong with white Zin. And as that wine's lost its popularity, the drier style rosés have come into fashion, and we've seen a lot more of those and a lot more offerings and a lot more to sell, and people are drinking a lot more drier style wine now.
And that's okay.
Yep.
What makes a rosé a rosé?
So when wine is pressed, most, if not all, but most grapes, the juice comes out white.
Okay.
Where wine drives its color is from the skin contact.
The skin of it, okay.
So as, there's three different methods really of making rosé. We won't get into the details.
Right.
But the pink color comes from the skin contact. So the longer that juice stays on the skins, the darker the color.
The darker, okay.
Right. So this is just bled off a little early.
Okay, gotcha. So, like you mentioned, rosés are really gaining in popularity year-round. Is there something that's attached to that as to why, or is it just as we learn more about these wines, we're just hungry for more?
I think that's exactly right. I think as more of them come available, then producers can say, okay, we can put a little bit more back.
Right.
And it used to be, you only saw them in the springtime, and they were primarily consumed during warmer months.
Seasons, yeah.
Because that's when people like to drink them, and there wasn't a lot of them, and they couldn't sell them year round. As they're more popular, producers are putting a little bit more back, and they're keeping the supply going year round. So it's a wine that can be enjoyed by everybody at all times with pretty much anything on the table. So why not?
Nice. Yeah, so it's a little more universal than some.
Right.
So let's talk a little bit about stemware. These are just basic glasses, obviously. What's the best stemware to use when drinking and tasting a rosé?
I've drank rosé out of solo cups, so I mean, there's no shame.
Nothing wrong with that.
But if you want to get technical, any white wine glass, like a Sauvignon Blanc glass, would be perfect. White or rosé should be treated as a white wine. So anything, you would chill it down, same as you would a white wine. You would put it in a white wine glass, maybe with the exception of Chardonnay, a full body Chardonnay. But anything that's an unoaked, stainless steel fermented white wine, treat rosé pretty much the same as a general rule.
Gotcha, that works. So when it comes to tasting a rosé, what's the methodology? Is it still the same as when you approach a regular wine, and can you just walk us through that a little bit?
Sure. So I mean, there's always the 5 S's. That's kind of the basic. So you see the wines, take a look at it, swirl the wines, get it in your glass, sniff the wine, put your nose in it. It really gives it a bouquet. Lets it open, see what you're dealing with in it, and then sip and savor. So those are the 5 S's. I mean, really with rosé, for lack of a better term, we call it a patio pounder. Get it nice and cold.
Okay. Yeah.
Take a sip and enjoy.
And enjoy.
I mean, that's the way you should treat this wine. It's not gonna get better with age, so don't wait.
Don't wait for it.
Don't wait to drink it.
I like immediate gratification. I'm okay with that.
Right.
Very nice. So when somebody is like wanting to explore rosés a little more, where should they start and what should they look for?
If you're curious and you're new to the category, the best thing to do is come into a Cap and Cork store, ask a manager, have them show you a different selection of rosé. Like all wine, you can't say Cabernet tastes this way and Merlot tastes this way and Chardonnay tastes this way. everybody has their own secret recipe.
Right.
And depends on where it's grown, how it's made. Let the manager know what your palate prefers.
Right.
And they'll guide you to one that you like. If you're not comfortable doing that, wait for one of the free tastings.
It's a great opportunity to try several different ones side by side, that type of thing.
We just did a tasting a couple weeks ago where we did, I think there was 20 rosés, 25 rosés available. You taste them all and find the one you like.
Yep. And I think that's important, like you mentioned, being curious about things and trying different ones. Knowing that we don't all have the same palate, that we're all going to taste something different, that we're all going to like something different.
Right.
I think we have to stay curious and have to stay open to trying different things. So
it's purely subjective.
Hey, nothing wrong with that.
Yep.
So Sam, thank you for sharing your knowledge with us today. I appreciate it. If you're watching today and you want to learn more about any of the beer, wine, or spirits that we're talking about in finishing school, stop by any of the 15 neighborhood Cap and Corks and strike up a conversation with our managers and their staff. We provide them information and education throughout the year so that they can better serve you. And also follow along on the fun on all of our social media channels. But if you want to find out first what's going on at Cap and Cork, sign up for our email news blast at capandcork.com. Well, Sam, it wouldn't be finishing school if we didn't finish our drinks.
Cheers.
Cheers.
That's all for today. Class dismissed. We'll see you right back here next week.